Shalom and blessings, children of Yahuah and the truth. I am so happy to be able to come back today and read you Yahuah's redemptive story. I'm sorry, I was on the phone for a very long time yesterday with a beloved sister of mine. It's refreshing to be able to talk to other Nazarene followers of Yahuah, and I love when I get time to talk with my sisters. Let me see. I'm trying to find which number video we are on, because I don't want you guys to watch them in a different order, and then it doesn't sound right. So that's why I started adding numbers to them, just like how they added numbers to the scriptures. There was never numbers in the scriptures. The only reason they were put in there was so that we would be able to more easily navigate through the scriptures and be able to find scriptures that we're looking for. Because without numbers, it would be very hard to find the scripture that you're looking for. You couldn't look for a reference number and then, that's where the scripture is, until they added the numbers. Okay, we are on video number 24. Here we go. All right, and we're almost halfway through this book so far. We're doing pretty good, guys. All right, here we go. All right, Solomon's wisdom. Based on 1 Kings 3, Solomon, the first of David's sons, to honor his father and the Adonai, is now the Kodesh anointed king of Yasharal. He takes 3 immediate actions to solidify the status of his kingdom. These 3 steps will mark the rest of his rule. First, to cement an alliance with Egypt or Mitzrayim, Solomon takes Pharaoh's daughter as a wife, or an Ashah. She's this pretty girl right here. Then, since his father David had not been allowed to build a temple for Yahuah, Solomon makes plans for a temple that will be a fitting house for the creator of the universe. Finally, he goes to the altar at Gibeon to make sacrifices and seek Yahuah's blessings. There he prays to Yahuah at the altar all night long. That night Solomon has a dream. What would you ask of me, son of my servant David? Divine king, I would only ask for a wise heart to help me govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. You could have asked for riches, long life, or the deaths of your enemies. Instead, you asked for wisdom, so I will give you what you asked for. You will have wisdom like no man before you, but I will also give you what you did not ask for. You will have riches and honor like no king before you, and if you follow my commands, I will grant you long life. Praise Yahuah. When Solomon wakes up at the altar the next morning, he praises the Adonai for promising him such great blessings. He prays that Yahuah will help him use his wisdom to help his people. Soon afterward, Yahuah gives him the opportunity to test his wisdom. 2 poor women each had a baby at the same time. One mother's baby had died, and she now claims the other baby as her own. But nobody knows who the real mother is. It's my baby. No, hers is the one that died. Well, since we have no way to tell who's lying, there's only one thing to do. They'll have to share the baby. Bring me a sword. 1 half for each of you. Oh, wow. I think that's the wrong move. No, don't. Just give the baby to the other woman. Please don't kill him. That's what I wanted to know. The true mother would rather lose her child to another than let him be killed. Take your baby back and be happy. When the people of Yasharal heard of Solomon's wise stratagem to find the true mother, they were in awe because they knew he spoke with Yahuah's wisdom. And then they have the ancient text here. I'll show you guys closer after. Trust in the Adonai, not your own abilities. Follow him and he will make your path straight. The more you are corrected, the more you learn. Only foolish people think they're perfect. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. And these are Solomon's Proverbs, based on Proverbs. I apologize, I didn't read the middle one first. With his Yahuah given wisdom, Elohim given wisdom, Solomon wrote many simple sayings to teach people how to live. A good attitude is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up your bones. A true friend is one who sticks by you, especially when times are hard. A good reputation is better than great riches. To be respected is better than silver or gold. Solomon's Seasons, based on Ecclesiastes 3. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the Shamayim. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Everything Yahuah does will endure forever. I hope you guys can see. Okay. Solomon's Temple, based on 1 Kings 5 through 9, 2 Chronicles 2 through 8. The people are happy. Yasharal is at peace. Solomon has established good relationships with many neighboring countries. Rulers of the countries David had conquered pay tribute money to Solomon's treasury. So begins the golden age of Yasharal. To launch his first great building project, Solomon sends a messenger to his father's old friend, King Hiram of Tyre. King Solomon sends his greetings and asks if you will send him your renowned cedar and cypress trees for lumber so that he can build a temple to Yahuah in Jerusalem. Blessed be the Adonai for giving my friend David such a wise son. Tell your king I will give him what he asked for in exchange for wheat and oil, which our country needs. The two kings make a deal. Soon men by the thousands are working in the forests of Lebanon, cutting cedar trees for Solomon's temple. Alright. Near Jerusalem, thousands of men toil in great quarrels, chiseling out the huge stone blocks needed for the foundation of the walls of Yahuah's temple. The finest masons work on each piece so that every stone block will fit together perfectly. The cedars of Lebanon, the finest wood known to man, are shipped from Tyre. Some logs are carved into huge pillars, while others are set into place for the roof. Next, bronze is used for the metalwork. Meanwhile, the finest gold craftsmen in the land are working on all the furniture and necessities for the temple. Solomon's wish is to have all of Yahuah's temple gleam with gold. After 7 long years of hard work, the magnificent temple of Yahuah is completed. Men, women, and children from all corners of Yasharal crowd into Jerusalem to watch the priests carry the sacred ark into the temple. Inside is the Kodesh of Kodeshes, a dark, windowless, heavily curtained room. The ark is carefully placed beneath the protecting wings of 2 15-foot cherubim. So they went all out designing this temple. Then before all the people in Yasharal, Solomon kneels in prayer. Adonai, there is no Yahuah like you. There is no Elohim like you. Forgive and guide your people the way you guided Moshe, who brought us out of slavery in Mitzrayim or Egypt. But Solomon's building program does not end with the temple. Soon A large palace is under construction. I mean to make Jerusalem the most beautiful city in the world. Solomon, it will be beautiful, cedar and bronze and gold. And riches keep pouring in from many countries. Ships from Arabia and Africa bring rare and precious gifts. Peacocks and ivory, what are they good for? When you're as rich as Solomon, things don't have to be useful. But not everyone in Yasharal is rich. Outside the city of Jerusalem, people are beginning to complain. There, that's my share of grain for King Solomon's horses. Horses, between feeding the king's foreign wives, or ashas, his servants and his horses, there's not much left for poor people like us. But Solomon has even more expansion in mind. Our caravans travel north, south, east, and west, but we have missed one vital trade route. Where? The sea. I have decided to build merchant ships to sail beyond the Red Sea. The fleet is built, its ships bring treasures into Jerusalem and carry away with them stories of the city's beauty and the ruler's wisdom. The stories reach far and wide, even to distant lands in the Arabian Peninsula. And that is the end of story time today. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. We are almost to page 400. We're on page 383 right now. Baruch haba Vashem Yahuah. I love you all. Shalom and blessings.